how to plant potato in a pot. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to plant or how to grow potato in a pot and in a very simple way. And let's start. Alright, so this is a store-bought potatoes. This is what it looks like, and then all of a sudden, by the time I realized this has really grown, starting to see all the eyes, so many eyes here that it has grown to. And I'm deciding, do I want to really plant this? And so really, I just don't want to throw it away. It just looks so, it looks so lovely. And I said, well, I can plant this. So that's what I'm going to plant. Just this one, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to plant it like this because so many eyes of this. It's going to grow pretty well. I haven't started growing this early. This is in June, almost the end of June, so I don't know whether this is going to grow well or not, but we're gonna give it a try and see. It looks lovely. I like it looks amazing, but let's see how this is gonna grow. So let me show you how you can grow this at your backyard, on your porch. And then normally the potting soil I use to grow anything in a pot is Miracle Grow potting mix. This really works great. It really works so amazingly, so I try to use this. So this is what we are going to use. Also, I use organic Gardentone to mix in the potting soil before I plant anything. And so we are going to mix this in the potting mixed soil. Also, I'm going to use a medium-sized plastic container, and this is normally what I use for all my planting. Anything I'm planting in a pot on my porch, I use plastic container. It holds water for the plant. It doesn't dry out so quickly, and so I love to use the plastic container instead of the actual ceramic pot. So I'm gonna open the bag of the soil. So I have old soil, potting soil, Miracle Grow. I'm gonna put that in first. So I have some old ones. And then I'm going to be mixing a little bit of this in here. They have a direction here how to use it. So for a new plant or in a container, for a potted plant, it says you should put in at least 2 cups of Gardentone per cubic foot of soil. That is 1.5 tablespoons. And since I'm not doing that big, just a little pot, I'm just gonna eyeball this and add a little bit mixed with the soil. So I'm going to use a teaspoon. Just take a little, and I'm just gonna mix this in the soil. And then just mix like this. Now I add more oil. I'm going to add a little bit more. And just mix this together. We add more salt. This is the last one, and that should be enough. So we just mix this together. At least you should fill your container up to 4 inches, and this should be enough. Alright, and then once I have all these done, what I do is I do a little hole in the middle of the pot, like 1.5 inch. You use your thumb size, and then you see how deep it goes in a little. You can give it a little dip, just like that. And then with my potato, you see all these eyes, you have to let this stand in. If I have cut this in half, then that's how the bottom have to go in. The eyes have to be up so they can grow. Alright, so the eyes have to be on the top. So once you make your hole, make a little bit more, and then we are going to dip this in, and then we are going to fill it with the soil to cover it. And all you do is just hold the sides and then press it down a little bit, just like that, because this soil is going to sink down a little, and then you can just fill it a little bit more. But for now, push that down, push that down. The eyes are up, and make sure you have the soil all around it. And I'm going to add just a little bit more soil, because this is going to sink once you give water to it. And then you can see right here, the ice is all out. And be careful so you don't plug the eyes out. Alright. And that's it. All we have to do, we just have to give it some water and then let nature take its course, and we'll see in 3 days to see how this is coming out. And now we're just gonna give water to this. Just give it quite enough water, because we need water to go all the way under and let it soak in. Now we can see that we have enough water, because there is water coming on the side of the pot. You can see a little bit here, there is water coming out, so that means we have enough water for it. So this, you're not going to give it water until you see that the top is a little bit dried out. Alright, so now we know we have enough water for these. Just going to make this a little bit prettier. Alright, so now we can see, we're just gonna let this nature take its course, and we'll take a look at this in 3 days to see how it's doing.